So today we wanted to bring back Dr. Phil Golinsky, owner and lead chiropractor at RX Wellness Spine and Health, to help us understand. And let's just kind of start with...
We are back at RX Wellness Spine and Health with Dr. Phil Golinsky.
We are interviewing Dr. Philip Golinsky. If you want to know how to become the Trojan horse for chiropractic, stay tuned.
He's getting married, ladies, so he's off the table. He's getting married 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks, yeah.
So this is Dr. Bucci, and we've worked together for the last 3 years, and he's my right-hand guy. He's the guy that allows me to do all the stuff and take care of patients because he's amazing. But when Dr. Bucci came in, I couldn't believe how good his hands were, right? He was also one of the first doctors to join us when we moved from across the street. But if I was across the street, do you think that you would have been an employee?
He would have been a little lower on the list of possible candidates, yeah.
So there were...
yeah, probably not. But, I mean...
Probably not.
Probably not, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I didn't know. You asked me, how do doctors know when they need help? I didn't know how bad of a location I had until I put myself in a good location. So I'm going to take you guys back there. You'll see what the location used to look like. And if that reminds you of your practice, what I'm going to show you, you need to get out of it. It might be comfortable, but it might not be putting yourselves in prime selling locations. And that's really all we want to do for you, is make you guys successful. All right, so now just look at the lobby here, guys, right? It's very welcoming. It's an attractive, lobby. If you're in the service industry, all you got to do is not mess it up. Because when people are looking online for whatever company, whatever service they're looking for, it's called pull marketing, whether it be balloons. They want to buy balloons from a corporation, from a company. And there's 20 different balloon companies, and they picked you. And they walk on in. And if you're in prime selling locations, and if the staff knows how to handle that person that's coming in for the balloons, they're not messing things up. They're going to walk out with a purchase. That's business. Business to business or consumer-driven businesses, service industry businesses, it doesn't really matter what it is. You want to put yourselves in prime selling locations, prime selling conditions. Let me show you what unprime locations are. So I'm going to take you up the stairs. Now, first of all, I was in the third floor. Not that the third floor is bad, but look at this over here. Just the whole building over here. It's a lot of check cashing places, a lot of barbershops, a lot of hair salons. So I'm looking at 1, 2, 3 hair salons, 7, 8. So there's 8 barbershops, hair salons, or tattoo artists. Now, why am I pointing that out? How long does it take to get a haircut if you're a female? 2 hours. You got 8 of them here, okay? 2 hours, a tattoo. Can you get a tattoo in 5 minutes? Nope, takes another hour. So you have 8 different facilities that require you at least 1 or 2 hours in their store. Let's say you have 8 times 5 people at a time. That's 40 people that are taking up the parking lot. Now today it's the first time I've ever seen it being empty, but normally this parking lot is jam-packed filled. That is not prime selling conditions. Okay, so you want to make sure that the parking lot that you're in has plenty of parking, because if people have to park across the street, they're already not happy. Okay, so I talk about that because, of course, young and dumb Dr. Phil did not know that that would be an issue. Okay, so we're going to go up the stairs here. Come on up. This is my first office, and so I'm going to just walk on in here. They might not appreciate it because I've walked in here before, but you guys just follow me around, and I'm going to show you what this office used to look like. So this was the waiting room over here. It's turned into a telephone company. I don't know what they do. This is the waiting room over here. This over here was my front desk office right here. Right here. And this is it. Hey guys. And this is it. This is my first joint. The tables used to come over here. The tables used to be over here. Chiropractic tables. Right here. The bathroom was over there. Everything was all within about 1,000 square feet. Okay, over there was where the associate stayed. Over that office, come on over here. You're gonna keep on hitting that sound. Over there was the my office over there, and back there, that door was where the back person staff was. There was the bathroom, And guys, if you can avoid having your bathroom in your office, it's the best thing you can do, because when someone makes a mess and they don't clean it up, it's very difficult to convince your staff that they should clean up the mess. I ended up cleaning up so many messes in that bathroom, and when my bathroom now is across the hallway, I don't clean nothing up. It's a lot less stressful, okay? But this was my first office, and it did a good job, but I've talked about this many times. When you want to play in the big leagues, you have to learn how to just let go of your C players to get to the B players, from the B players to get to the A players. And this was about a C or a D location. Okay, there were a lot of day workers that would be here, a lot of people that would stay here all day long, and sometimes women wouldn't feel comfortable. They'd come in, they would ask me, is this safe? And of course I always said it was safe, because what am I going to say, no? But the truth of the matter was, I would not, when I look back, have allowed my wife or wanted my wife to come here, or my daughters. I got 3 daughters. And so I finally pulled myself out of this location, and I look back and I cringe to wonder what would my life be if I was still in this location. It affected my business for 20 years, okay? 20 years, I did good, but I didn't do and I never could have done where I'm at right now if I stayed in this location. So if this office kind of reminds me of yours, or you remind of whatever, if this reminds yourself of where you're at, come on over here. Looking down here, got a lot of barbershops, got a lot of check cashing, immigration, people from their jobs, their day jobs, sending cash to their home countries. And it doesn't look filled right now, but if your parking lot's always filled and it looks like you're in a different country, not a good thing, not a bad thing, not a judgment. But if you want to take care of a certain type of clientele, you should put yourself in a position where that clientele feels comfortable. That's very important. Let's go take the elevator down now. Oh, I forgot. That's why we didn't take the elevator up, because I knew it was out of service like 3 or 4 or 5 months ago. It's still out of service. The truth is, though, where I started from was where I started from. I have no problem with that. But would I do anything differently? I would have gotten the fuck out of that office after 5 years. 5 years, I would have gotten out of that office.